I'm Ronnie Huckabee. I'm the head football coach here at Harding University, a job that I feel very privileged to have. It's obviously a blessing to me. This is the beginning of my 28th year here at Harding. And we are standing outside the Gym City Football and Athletic Training Complex, a building that we are very proud of. This building was constructed in 2011. We moved in October the 29th and had our dedication ceremonies, and since that time we have really been blessed by the facilities in this building, and we have it because of the hard work and dedication and generosity of a lot of our supporters and former players, and we would like for you to come with us on a tour of this building today. As you enter into this east entrance to the City Fieldhouse, you'll notice that in the lobby we have our wall of photographs from recent years of Harding football, and we think we have beautiful uniforms. We love the black and gold. That's our colors. And in fact, this next football season we'll be wearing brand new Nike Pro Combat uniforms. We'll have a black set and a solid white set. And I'm sure that we'll have some of those pictures up here immediately following this season with some new action shots. But this is the wall as you enter the lobby of the City Football and Athletic Training Complex. This is a very important part of our lobby entrance. This is the Harding Football Letterman's Wall. It encompasses all of our lettermen, beginning with the 1959 team up to the present. And it's something that when our returning players are here for a game or whatever, they are very interested in bringing their families to this wall and pointing their names out, talking about the times that they played, and then obviously their teammates that they played with. So we feel like this is this adds a special feel to the lobby entrance. Going into the Bison team meeting room. We're really proud of this room. As you can tell, we've got room in here for about 130 players, and that's how many we got. This room can be divided. You can see over on the left we have the partition that slides, and it's soundproof, so we can actually make this 2 complete meeting rooms, and we have the same setup regarding computer, screens, video capabilities on both ends of the room. And we use this room for our team meetings every week, and then we use it for breakout sessions for the offensive line, quarterbacks and running backs and slots for regular position meetings during the week. It's been a blessing to us. It's really a fantastic room for us to use for meeting. One really interesting thing about this room is the fact that we have a kitchen in it. And so we can serve out of here if we decide to have a reception, maybe after homecoming or parents' night. We can bring those folks in here and we can serve snacks or food or whatever. The other thing is, if we're having a team meeting and we feel like we've kept our players a long time, then we can bring some pizzas in here and take care of them that way too. So this has been a great addition to our team room, the kitchen aspect. This is the Griffin weight room that we have due to the generosity of 2 of our former players, Stephen and Chad Griffin. Stephen and Chad both played defensive back here for us at Harding. Were great players and have been so good to the program, and we very much appreciate their generosity. Now this part of the building is dedicated to the memory of their sister, Lori Griffin Newby, who lost her battle with cancer at a very early age. Lori's husband, John Newby, also played defensive back here at Harding. So this is a very, very special room, not just because of how nice and efficient the room is itself, but because of the association with our former players. Come on in, let me show you the rest of the weight room. I'm sure you'll agree after seeing this facility that this is as impressive as there is in the country for Division II, and actually there are a lot of Division I schools that don't have a weight room this nice. This is about 7,000 square feet, 6,600 to be exact. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We have the ability to train a large number of athletes in here at the same time, which is something that we did not have before the completion of this facility. And this allows us to train our athletes at a higher level as they can be trained. and we're very fortunate to have coaches that are knowledgeable in all of the most modern training methods, and our kids have really bought into the training aspect of our program and work extremely hard year-round to be in the best possible physical condition that they can be in, and this room is a big part of that. This is a part of our facility that we feel very blessed to have. This is our athletic training, sports medicine portion of our Gym City facility. As you can see, we have examination tables, treatment areas. We have fantastic taping stations that are tall enough for someone to use without just killing their back. That's really important to our trainers that spend a lot of time here getting our players ready to play. In the back of the room, you can see that we have offices for our athletic trainers. We're very fortunate to have a staff that is committed to taking care of our athletes, men and women that love Harding University, love the Harding sports teams, and it just really makes for a fantastic situation in which we can take care of injuries, prevent injuries, and then rehab our athletes when unfortunately they have some injuries. This is the hydrotherapy area, the wet area. As you know, anytime an athlete has a injury that requires an ice bath or a whirlpool bath, we need to be able to bring them back here and take care of a lot of athletes at the same time. We have the conventional whirlpools right here, and then we have what we call our plunge pools right here. This is the hot one, and the big one here is the cold one. Both of these are controlled by a computer, and we set the temp that we want the water to be at, and the machine automatically gets it to that temperature. So that's a huge, huge deal for us. These are awesome. These are awesome plunge pools. Now this machine over here is very interesting. This is a sports ozone machine. Our trainers will take this machine into our locker room. They take our equipment, they place our equipment in the ozone machine, and it kills all the germs. Since we've had this machine, we have greatly limited our problems with staph. Anybody that knows anything about athletics in this country today knows that staph is a big deal. And we're so grateful to have this machine, and our trainers do a great job of making sure our athletes are clean and we don't have any issues with staph. This is the John Prock locker room. Coach Prock was a very important mentor of mine. He was my coach when I played here. Came back and worked for him when I first came to Harding. Very special man who influenced a lot of Harding football players, and we were honored to be able to name this locker room after him. As you come into the locker room, you'll see that super important to us is this verse from Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. That's a verse that is really meaningful to the coaches and the men in our program. As we enter into the locker room, one of the things that I like to tell my guys is that we have as fine a locker room as there is in Division II. And you can see the way it's set up. It's a pro-style locker. We have the engraved, I guess that's a laser cut Bison on each locker. As you pant down through the aisles here, you will see that we have the Nike Pro Combat jerseys in black and white. We also have the pants in black and white, which gives us an awesome uniform combination. This is the first year for those jerseys, and our guys are really excited about the way they look, the way they fit. And we think we're going to put a really good-looking football team on the field this year. As we go through the locker room, you can see that we have a large number of lockers. We have 131 that we use. That gives us a large squad. We actually have 135 players on our camp roster this year, so we're having to source out into another room, which is a great problem to have. When you look here, you see these cubbyhole lockers. Behind these cubbyhole lockers is the equipment room. So the managers work behind, and they put laundry into these lockers, and the The combination on these match the combination on the big lockers out in the main room. So every player on our team has a combination on his main locker, and it matches the combination on the cubbyhole lockers. And it's just a real efficient system for us. It allows our managers to get the laundry done, and we don't have to wait in line to get it. It's just a great way to do things. We're in the equipment room right now. As you can see, we have an awesome storage system. These shelves are on rails, and they can roll and create the spaces for the managers to work inside. This is a system that we got after looking at the Oklahoma State equipment facility that everybody knows about T. Boone Pickens and his contribution to that program, and it is really state of the art. We're very proud of it. We also, as you can see, have our own laundry. We have the industrial washer and dryer where our managers can do the laundry when practice is over. They can fold it on the folding station. They get it into the cubby holes. Then all our guys have to do is come and open their cubby hole locker using the combination, get their laundry out, and then go get dressed. So that really makes it an efficient system. As you come to this side, you can see the front of these storage shelves, and you can see that there's a wheel on the front of each one of them, and that's how you move these individual storage shelves down the rails to create your own space. So I'm very proud of this. Since when I worked in equipment the whole time I was an assistant here. So when we built this, I had some real specific things I wanted in the equipment room, and we've been really pleased with the way it's turned out. Every day when our players leave the locker room, this is what I want them to see as they go out. That's our program motto, to honor God. We hope that everything that we do is based on that principle. That's what Harding football is all about. That's what Harding University is all about. And we want to keep that in front of us at all times. One thing that we think is really special in our program right now is we have a group of ladies that are called the Bison Praying Moms. And every Sunday at 4 p.m. across the country, there's a group of moms of our players that are praying for the players, they're praying for the coaches, they're praying for the support staff. And this is an awesome group. I'm very appreciative to those ladies for their commitment to do that. And we think it's a real special part of Harding football right now. That's the John Prock locker room, and we really appreciate you being with us today. This is my office, and proud to have you in here with me today. Most of the things that you see on this wall are family oriented, and you know, my entire coaching career has been about family, and of course for the last 28 years Harding football. And so the memorabilia that I have in here are pretty much associated with that. A lot of Bisons, a lot of shots of my family. And then over here on this wall, I've got a couple of teams that were very special to me. The 1976 team was my senior year, and we were the conference champions that year and played in the San Jacinto Shrine Bowl against Abilene Christian. Seems like yesterday to me, but obviously that was a pretty good while ago. And then the 1989 team, I came back in 1986, and then a few years later we won the conference championship with a fantastic victory over UCA at their place on a really cold Thursday night in November, and advanced to the NAIA national playoffs at that time. Of course, this past year we had a fantastic year. Went 9-1 regular season, advanced to the NCAA playoffs for the first time in the history of our football program here. And we think we have a really good football team coming back. We're excited about what 2013 holds. This is First Security Stadium. You're seeing a picture right now of our home stands and press box. You know, we really like the brick and wrought iron look that goes along with our complex. We saw that several years ago when we were visiting another campus, and we were fortunate enough that we decided to go with that. We think it's a very classy look, and of course we have a fantastic playing surface, brand new artificial turf that was installed in the summer of 2012. And as you're looking right here, you see our Bison. And there's an interesting story around this Bison. A few years ago, one of our supporters called and said, "Hey, I found this bison on eBay. Would you like to have it? And I said, absolutely, I'd like to have it. I saw a picture of it. So it was shipped to us. We installed it right out here beside the players' entrance. And interestingly enough, as our players come out to the practice field or come out to get ready for the game, they'll touch the bison or pat the bison or something like that. And it's kind of become a tradition for some of them as we get ready to practice or play. But we feel very fortunate to have this. On game day, you'll see people that are taking pictures of their children as they ride on the bison, and it's very sturdy. So it's something that we really feel like adds to the atmosphere on game day, and it's special to our players. This kind of wraps up our tour, and we really thank you for being with us, and hopefully you'll get a chance to come and visit us in person.